Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another art video today. This one is pretty cool. I like all the drawings here. This one is a Batman versus Moon Knight drawing. Decided to put these two up against each other because why not? They're pretty cool, and this is a concept that's been around for a while now, but it's still cool. I took inspiration from some concept art that was the black and white suit, but in live action, and I added some of my stuff to it, like just making the symbols gold and adding the crescent moon on top of the hood, because I really liked that on the live action suit. This Batman is it's one that me and one of my friends created, except it's a bit modified, and it just kind of looks better like this, honestly. I used a substitute black later. It's not being used right now, but I think, it's being used now because I wanted to shade the black parts, and because most of their suit is black, and because Moon Knight's suit has white, and those are the colors that I shade with, I used substitutes this time. And honestly, it turned out a lot better because of it, because of the fact that I didn't need to just work around it, because I like putting the shading on there. It just gives it more depth. I do something different later on, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, it just looks so much better, honestly. And there it is. If you missed it, look, I am doing deep shadows, because it just gives it a little bit more just depth. No way, right? Who'd thunk? I'm also doing something with the lighting. I do dual lighting so that it just looks so much better, honestly. Because it just gives it more depth and yawn. Sorry, I'm tired. Realism. I added some rain and a broken window because that's what I wanted to do. The building that's right there was supposed to have a bat symbol, but instead, I didn't do that. I just had it get struck by lightning. But yeah, here's the finished piece. Hope you guys like it. This one is Supergirl versus Scarlet Witch. Now, I don't know why there was a ton of stuff right there, but this one was pretty fun. I used a newer Scarlet Witch design. I'll put it up right here. And a design that was kind of like what the DCU's Supergirl could look like. And I liked that, but I just modified it a little bit. So, sort of my own, but just with inspiration. Actually, it's basically just Supergirl, just with a different hairstyle and the Kingdom Come Superman logo. I took inspiration from the Young Justice Supergirl and hairstyle, at least, but yeah, I like how I did the Clash this time. It looks a lot better. I had to adjust Wanda's face a few times because it just looked wrong, but then I figured it out. I also put the red on the black, and it looks honestly a lot better. But yeah, I was torn between the blue skirt and the red skirt, but I ended up just doing the red. The thing right there was difficult because I don't entirely know how to fade. I don't know how to do fades on Procreate, which is what I use, and her skirt piece thing has a fade. So I just did my best, and it looks good. Yeah, the shoe has some weird design on it. I don't really know. The shading was just shading. It's pretty easy. Obviously, I knew where the light source was going to be coming from because, well, it's right in front of them. But I noticed now that I could do a dual light source like I do later on for a different drawing. We'll get to that when we get to that, though. But I didn't, and that's fine. I did want to... I just fixed it right there first. I just fixed the... not the belt right there for a sec, because it was just wrong. But it looks better now, honestly. I hit my desk. My bad. I don't... Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I did the lighting... sort of differently. I had those on there just for the lighting, and I had to turn off the background in the colors at sometimes because I could just barely differentiate them. But the highlights are still white, and it looked pretty good, honestly, if I do say so myself. I messed up on Supergirl's lighting there for a sec, and I put it on the wrong layer. Now we're on to the background. I decided to put it in Metropolis, because I don't think I've ever drawn Metropolis. And I've had Wanda floating on a broken piece of rubble, which is pretty cool. There was no real angle that I could put it on that would make it higher. Sort of similar with the Daily Planet right there. I didn't know how to put the globe on there, where it was like front and center-ish. But it just doesn't really look right. I decided to make the buildings pretty bright, because, you know, it's Metropolis, it's bright. But yeah, what you guys think? I like it. This one, I decided to do back when I was drawing the first ones. But this was just a concept at that time. Green Arrow versus Deadpool. And this video is coming out after Deadpool and Wolverine, and I've already seen it. No spoilers right now, obviously. But I decided to put Wolverine. Sorry, I'm very tired. This angle was pretty hard to work with, honestly, because I didn't really know, like, where everything would be, and yeah, it was just kind of difficult. I made it work, though. I honestly really like Deadpool and Wolverine. It's a really good movie. But yeah. Sorry, I'm very hiccupy and burpy. I'm tired as well. But the Green Arrow design was one that I found and that I liked, so I just used it. He only has 4 arrows in his quiver, but that's also because I didn't feel like drawing all of it. I just kind of got lazy with the patches. Not the patches, like the things right there. The quilt work, I guess. Because I didn't want to draw all that again. But I made it work. But yeah, I like the Green Arrow design that I chose because it's just pretty cool, honestly. I didn't use the black substitutes here because this was before that drawing. These drawings are kind of out of order because I wanted to place them in separate orders because I wanted to. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know why I turned everything off. But I did, and yeah, I mean, I really like how this drawing turned out. Is turning out, at least. You guys will see the end. And there we go. The red has been added. Now we're on to shading, and this was the first one that I did the deep shadows and the highlights on. I don't know when I'm going to get to that. I think pretty soon. Yep, that right there. And we are turning the background off. I usually turn the background off when I'm doing the lighting because it's because I use white backgrounds for most of it, and before I turn it into a detailed background. So yeah. And I use white to shade. Whew, sorry, still tired. Use white to shade, and I can't really see it on that background, so kind of makes it difficult. But we're back to drawing an alleyway and boxes. They were originally going to be on a building, but it just didn't happen that way. But still looks pretty cool, honestly. Decided this time to shade the background, which I hadn't done before. And another lightning strike turned down stars, because, light pollution in the city. But yeah, here's a finished product. This one, you can already tell, but I messed up and I got ahead of myself and just drew the cowl first. This one is Wolverine versus Green Lantern, because I didn't have anybody else to put Wolverine up against. I had already used Batman, and I didn't know who else to use. But yeah, I'm honestly super proud of how this Wolverine turned out, because I decided to use the movie version. Once again, this movie was so good. And the cowl looked so good in the movie. I love that movie. It's really good. I need to watch it again. But we're on to the coloring. Jon Stewart was pretty easy. I wonder why. I mean, it's only like there's 5 colors. And on to the shading now. And I forgot that that the Green Lanterns usually have an aura around them that helps them fly. This was annoying to draw because the fact the light pen was just really difficult to use. I made it work though, and the shading. The lighting was originally going to be green, but then it just didn't work out because it just didn't look good. But the shading works. I had to turn the colors off because I could barely see the deep shadows, but I wanted to put them there. Yeah, it just didn't look good. But I made it work, and I put Eliath back there because I decided to. I was going to have them in the void, and I put the Justice League Watchtower back there. It was pretty cool, honestly. I like this one. This is probably one of my favorites. This one is one that took me the longest and is going to take up about 5 minutes of the recording. Because it is the Doomslayer versus Hellboy. Now, when I was looking for reference images for Alucard from my last video, go watch that, I saw Hellboy versus Hellsing, which is where Alucard is from, the anime. And I decided, you know what? I want to do Hellboy versus the Doomslayer. It's just kind of hard to draw, honestly. The Doomslayer was kind of hard to draw, honestly, because of just how much detail there is on the suit. But I made it work, and it looks good. Sorry, another yawn. If there's any just, silent parts in the video, I'm more than likely yawning. The legs were the thing that I couldn't really get right. I remembered that I had the skin in Fortnite, though, so I just went in there, got a few reference images, and then came back and drew it all. All while also playing the Doom games. I beat Doom the 2016 version. Oh yeah, I flipped it because I don't actually know why I flipped it. Whatever. Who cares? I'm working my way through Doom Eternal, right? Doom Eternal. Yeah, I'm good at English. But yeah, I don't really know much about Hellboy, if I'm being honest. I just know he's got a big ass hand, and he's from hell, and he's supposed to bring forth the apocalypse. But yeah, coloring the Doomslayer was pretty fun, honestly. Yeah, it was just all around fun at points, because I had worked on and off on this for like 4 weeks. Oh yeah, I turned that off because of a part on the thigh that didn't have a line that wasn't supposed to, so I had to remove it. But I made it work, and yeah. Honestly, I'm super proud of how this turned out. What am I doing there? I don't know what that was. It was something, though. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Crucible doesn't have that much runes on it, that many runes on it, so I just messed up there. That was fun. But I made it work, and I'm honestly super proud of how it turned out. I had to individually color each and every one of the runes, though, and like make sure it fit the outline. That was fun. I don't know if Hellboy can bleed, but I'm assuming that the Crucible could probably penetrate his skin. Created a stone texture for his fist as well. And I was toying with the idea of mimicking Hellboy's actual shading. That's just like all black. It's not like a tone. I don't remember if I decided to do that or not, but yeah, like, tried to mimic that. And then we have this shading. I did not do the deep shadows on this because this was the first one that I did. But it still looks good in my opinion. I don't think I did the deep shadows. I don't know. I also don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, lighting. And we're starting on the Doomslayer's lighting. I don't know why I keep doing that. But yeah, this was all around pretty fun. And the lighting's done. Background's kind of just hell, because they're both hell related. And yeah, put my signature there. And that's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.